Hey guys, welcome to Kidmissing TV. I am your host, Angelina Wilson, and my cases got a little fouled up for the month, and it's okay, because it means nothing to you. It's just my own scheduling issues. This is the case of Diamond Bynum and King Walker. Diamond was 21 years old. She had the mental capacity of between a 5 and 7-year-old due to Prader-Willi syndrome, which is a rare genetic condition that causes mental delays. It also causes ravenous hunger. So she was extremely morbidly obese, but that's unavoidable with the condition. They had moved from Gary to Hammond, Indiana. No, to Gary from Hammond, I'm sorry. Her dad and her stepmom. She knew how to do basics around the house, laundry, cleaning up, cooking, that sort of thing. Basic cooking. And her stepmom went to lay down for a nap, and she was left with the 2-year-old, King. And when her stepmom got up, they were both gone. She at first didn't panic. She thought, oh, maybe they walked down to the store, because it's just down the road. She's done it before, no big deal. Well, that wasn't the case. And there were reported sightings in Gary, Hammond, and Chicago. Chicago, Illinois is not far from that part of Indiana. This case took place in 2015. Normally I don't do cases that are this new, but because of the vulnerability of both of them, I thought it was important. It was July 25th, 2015. He was at his grandparents' house every weekend, the little boy. They lived in the 500 block of Matthews Street and were last seen approximately 10:20 a.m. when the lady laid down for her nap. Her father said that she knew not to answer the door, to let anyone in, those types of things. And they believe she might have been able to walk a few miles. I doubt it. On her own without the little boy. I doubt it. I've seen pictures of this little girl, and you'll see it in the poster. Well, she's 21, but I don't believe at her size she could have done it. Walked off too far. I'm wondering if she took him outside to play and somebody lured them away. Their family, of course, hopes they're still alive. I don't know how much hope of that there really is. I don't have a whole lot of hope. But it's possible the little boy is. But I think they would have gotten rid of the aunt, unfortunately. Again, she has Prader-Willi, Prader-Willi, W-I-L-L-I, syndrome. Mental disability, short stature, and a constant feeling of hunger. Again, a mental capacity of between a 5 and 7-year-old. It's difficult for her to communicate with others. Her family understands her, which is true. of a lot of younger children. She knows how to make a shopping list, do laundry, a few household chores. What this tells me, and she needs medication that she does not have with her. When she doesn't take it, she develops behavior problems and may become a danger to herself. At this point, I kind of want to give you my personal assessment. I think they were lured away, probably by somebody she knew, at least peripherally. That's just my opinion. Or at least someone she knew by sight. That a little kid would think, oh, that's a friend of my mommy or daddy or whatever. Because you got to remember, she thinks like a little kid. I think it's possible. And maybe she thought that and she was incorrect. Maybe it was just an acquaintance of her family, you know? Even somebody her family barely knew that they just spoke with. A neighbor or whatever, you know? And it's possible. Because I think she either took him outside to play while stepmom was napping, or they did go down to the store and just never make it back. There's a few things that could have happened. And I think that like I said, I think she was taken advantage of based on her lack of communication skills, her very young mental age. The person could have known of her condition and knew that they offered her food or whatever. But there was a whole chocolate cake sitting on the counter, which she hadn't touched, which is weird. And, but it's very clear to me that she was being taught out and prepared because dad and stepmom knew they weren't always going to be there. So they were trying to prepare her, not that she was ever going to live on her own, but for life without them. Just like before they died, my parents prepared me for life without them. Prepared me to live on my own and different things. And I think that's what they were doing by teaching her life skills. And therefore, I believe she was loved by both. I believe that she was... And the fact also that they took the time to understand her communication, even though it was not good. Another sign of love and care. Again, these are my opinions. But if you know anything about this case at all, please call the Gary, Indiana Police Department. 219-881-1260. 219-881-1260. And I thought that was odd for October. A good one for Oddities October, because we're talking about two people missing together. We're talking about someone with a rare, strange, genetic disorder that not everyone's heard of. So all those things made it perfect in my mind for Oddities October. So join me Wednesday for another case in Oddities October. Thank you so much, guys. God bless you. And I'll see you Wednesday. Please subscribe. We made the 400 mark, baby. And we're headed straight for 500. And I've got 198 over on Punky's World, and we're well on extra 199. I need one more and we'll be at 200 over there. That is, excuse me, amazing. Thank you guys so much. Bye, guys.